1871 The Rugby Football Union is formed at a meeting of 21 clubs at the Pall Mall Restaurant, London, England. In 1913 Jim Thorpe relinquishes his 1912 Olympic medals for playing 2 seasons of semi-professional baseball before competing in the Olympics. In 1921 Toronto NHL centre Corb Denneny scores 6 goals to lead St. Patrick's to a 10-3 win over Hamilton Tigers in Toronto. In 1924 American skater Charles Jewtraw claims the first ever Winter Olympic gold medal, wins 500m speed skating event in 44.0s at the Chamonix Games in France. In 1924 Australasian Championships Men's Tennis. Melbourne, James Anderson wins second of 3 Australasian titles, beats fellow Australian Richard Schlesinger 6-3, 6-4, 3-6, 5-7, 6-3. In 1924 Australasian Championships Women's Tennis, Melbourne, Australian final, Sylvia Lance Harper beats Esna Boyd Robertson 6-3, 3-6, 8-6. Thunberg's first gold 1924 Clas Thunberg of Finland claims his first of 5 gold medals when he wins the 5000m speed skating in 2:20.8 at the Chamonix Winter Olympics. Bradman's 128 in 96 minutes 1934 Australian cricket batting icon Don Bradman scores 128 in just 96 minutes for NSW Victoria in Sydney. Smashes 17 x4s, 4 x6s. In 1948 Australian Championships Men's Tennis, Adrian Quist wins his 3rd Australian title, beats fellow Australian and doubles partner John Bromwich 6-4, 3-6, 6-3, 2-6, 6-3. In 1948 Australian Championships Women's Tennis, Nancye Wynne Bolton beats Marie Toomey 6-3, 6-1 for 4th straight Australian single title. In 1956 Roman VII Winter Olympic Games open in Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy. In 1957 Joseph F Cairnes succeeds Lou Perini as President of Milwaukee Braves. In 1959 Australian Championships Men's Tennis, American-based Peruvian Alex Olmedo wins his first Grand Slam event, beats Neale Fraser of Australia 6-1, 6-2, 3-6, 6-3. In 1959 Australian Championships Women's Tennis, Carter Reitano wins her 2nd home singles title, beats Renee Schumann of South Africa 6-2, 6-3. In 1960 high school basketball sensation Danny Heater scores 135 points. In 1960 Oakland Raiders enter the American Football League. Rozelle elected Commissioner 1960 Pete Rozelle elected NFL Commissioner on 23rd ballot. In 1963 Major League Rules Committee votes to expand strike zone. 1500m skate record 1966 Dutch speed skater Ard Schenk skates world record 1500m 2:06.2. In 1972 Australian Open Women's Tennis, Margaret Court beats fellow Australian Kerry Melville Reid 6-1, 6-3. Court retains title for 9th Australian singles crown and first leg of her Grand Slam. In 1976 NFL Pro Bowl, Louisiana Superdome, New Orleans, NFC beats AFC 23-20. MVP Billy Johnson, Houston Oilers, WR. In 1977 Soviet figure skater Sergei Shakrai Marine Tcherkasova are first to perform a quadruple twist lift in Helsinki. In 1980 Islanders Whalers player NHL penalty-free game. In 1982 in a 9-2 NHL win over Pittsburgh Penguins, the NY Islanders score 4 goals within 1:38. 5 within 2:37 in a 6-goal first period. In 1984 Nordique's Mitchell Goulet scored on 9th penalty shot against Islanders. Gretzky's 50th goal 1985 Edmonton Oiler Wayne Gretzky scores 50th goal in 49th game of season. In 1986 Hein Verdier becomes European skating champion. In 1986 Super Bowl Roman 20, Louisiana Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana, Chicago Bears beat New England Patriots 46-10. MVP Richard Dent, Chicago, Der. In 1990 Boston Red Sox hires Elaine Weddington as ASGM highest-ranking African-American female in a Major League front office. In 1991 Australian Open Women's Tennis, moniker Seals becomes the only Yugoslav player, male or female, to win a Grand Slam singles title, beats Janard Novelton 5-7, 6-3, 6-1. In 1991, Jan Stenerud becomes first pure-play skier to make NFL Hall of Fame. In 1990, Australian Open men's tennis, American Jim Courier wins second career Grand Slam title and first Australian title, beats Stefan Edberg of Sweden 6-3, 3-6, 6-4, 6-2. In 1992, Super Bowl Roman 26, Metrodome, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Washington Redskins beat Buffalo Bills 37-24. MVP, Mark Rypien, Washington, QB. In 1993, Everton scores a 3-1 away win over Wimbledon at Selhurst Park in London. Lowest ever attendance at an EPL fixture, 3,039. In 1995, with a record 6,254,427 ballots cast by fans in NBA All-Star voting, Detroit S. Grant Hill becomes the first rookie to lead all NBA players in All-Star votes received, earning 1,289,585 ballots. In 1997 Australian Open men's tennis, Pete Sampras wins his second and last Australian title, beats Carlos Moy of Spain 6-2, 6-3, 6-3. In 1997 Australian Open women's tennis, Martina Hingis becomes first Swiss player, male or female, to win a Grand Slam singles title, beats Mary Pierce of France 6-2, 6-2. Lemieux ties record 1997. Mario Lemieux ties NHL record with 4 goals in the third period as Pittsburgh wins 5-2 at Montreal, 39th career hat-trick and 13th 4-goal game, tying NHL record shared by Wayne Gretzky. Mike Bossy. In 1997 Super Bowl Roman 31, Louisiana Superdome, New Orleans, LA, Green Bay Packers beat New England Patriots 35-21. MVP, Desmond Howard, Green Bay KR. In 2002 Australian Open women's tennis, American Jennifer Capriati wins her second consecutive Australian title, beats Martina Hingis 4-6, 7-6, 6-2. In 2003 Australian Open men's tennis, Andre Agassi of the US wins his 8th and last Grand Slam title, beats Rainer Schottler of Germany 6-2, 6-2, 6-1. In 2003 Super Bowl Roman 37, Qualcomm Stadium, San Diego, CAR, Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat Oakland Raiders 48-21. MVP, Dexter Jackson, Tampa Bay S. In 2013 Australian Open women's tennis, Victoria Azarenka of Belarus wins her second straight Australian title, beats Lai Na of China 4-6, 6-4, 6-3. In 2014 Australian Open men's tennis, Stan Wawrinka of Switzerland wins his first major title, beats Rafael Nadal 6-3, 6-2, 3-6, 6-3.